Welcome and thank you for tuning into our instructional video. Today, we will guide you through the process of cultivating your spinach at home using simple, readily available materials. Prior to embarked on this, be sure to put on your gardening gloves. That's a must. Not simply due to how it prevents your hands from getting dirty but also the much-needed insulation it provides in colder climates. The foremost endeavor is securing quality spinach seeds. Where possible, source from reliable suppliers with satisfactory customer reviews and high germination rates. It's noteworthy to acquire the specific variety of spinach that corresponds to the climate in which you reside. With the preferred variety of spinach seed in hand, it's time to tend to the soil. Spinach flourishes in aerated, well-drained soil. You can create such an environment by incorporating organic matter to the soil, like compost or peat moss. The next step is to sow the seeds. This should be done ideally in rows, about 12 inches apart. The recommended depth for planting spinach seeds is about half an inch. Once the seeds are in place, cover them neatly with soil. As you approach the conclusion of your seed sowing endeavors, remember to gently water the seeds. This step is essential to ensure the seeds are provided with the moisture required for germination without being disrupted by a forceful stream of water. As the days go by, it is vital to maintain sanitation. This involves weeding around the grown spinach plants and ensuring there is ample space for them to grow. Make weeding a regular practice and do not allow any weed seeds to take root and compete with your spinach for water and nutrients. From germination to maturity, every living organism requires nourishment, and your spinach plants are no exception. Regular application of organic plant food can fuel performance and enhance disease resistance. A little care given now can equate to a healthy spinach produce in the future. One of the prominent dangers to your spinach plants as they grow is the presence of certain pests. Pests like aphids and snails are well known for gnawing off spinach leaves and laying waste to your carefully tended garden. Employing natural pest control methods like introducing ladybugs or using diatomaceous earth can provide protection. As your spinach crop matures, the leaves turn vibrant green, signaling they are ready to be harvested. A good thumb rule is to begin plucking leaves from the outside, allowing the inner ones to continue growing. By doing so, you ensure a regular supply of spinach and a longer productive period for the plant. A significant part of home gardening is compound secrecy, turning once disregarded scraps into invaluable resources for the soil. Utilize spent coffee grounds by adding them to the soil around the spinach plants. These grounds usher in earthy acidity and invertebrate friends the plants welcome. The growth stage of your spinach plants is pivotal in determining the taste and nutrient value of the leaves. Regular watering and constant attention to the environmental conditions can aid in fostering the optimal growth of spinach. While spinach may seem relatively modest in size, the nutrient density it boasts is extraordinary.
Spinach is a low-calorie leafy green that is rich in vitamins A, C, and K, as well as minerals like iron and calcium.
Mahatma Gandhi's words, "Be the change you wish to see in the world," can be interpreted to appreciate food habits drastically affect one's well-being. The circulatory system of your spinach plants is the root system, responsible for absorbing water and minerals from the soil. Treating this process as the lifeline that it is, be sure to provide all the essential resources through balanced watering and amending with organic fertilizers at the correct timing. As you continue to interact with your spinach plants during their growth cycle, keen observation will uncover the patterns of growth that are typical to your environment and growing methods. This knowledge can be leveraged in future cycles to ensure a bountiful, all-natural harvest of spinach. Post-harvest, it's time to rest and rejuvenate your growing area. Remove any leftover plant material and add it to your compost. Clear the area of any weeds and loosen the soil to prepare for the next planting. Taking good care of your garden in the off time can pay dividends when you're back in full swing. As with any growing process, there may be bumps along the way: poor growth, stunted leaves, or leaf discoloration. These are all hints from the plants, telling you that something is amiss. Taking immediate corrective measures based on these signals can save your plants from potentially detrimental effects. The life cycle of a spinach plant doesn't merely end with leaf harvest. The natural process of the plant growing, flowering, and eventually going to seed offers a valuable lesson in the world of gardening. The seeds obtained from these plants can be used for the next cycle, completing the circle of life within your garden. Home gardening may seem like a minor act, particularly when compared with the scale of industrial agriculture. But these small acts can make a significant impact when amassed on a larger scale. More home gardens mean lesser miles on the road for the produce we consume, contributing to a healthier environment and a greener planet. When you choose to grow your spinach, you hand backyard control into nature's hands, respecting and nurturing its patterns and teachings. The simple act of tending to your garden can impart precious values, affirming the balance and synergy natural to our world. So, what's the takeaway from this enriching journey into the world of growing spinach at home? Patience, perseverance, and care lay the foundation for connecting with nature on a deeply personal level and reaping the bountiful rewards in the form of tender, fresh, farm-toteable spinach. The mastery of gardening, as with any trait, lies in repeated practice and the willingness to learn. Each spinach plant you nurture and harvest is but a chapter in the rich and enduring story of your journey as a home gardener. We hope this guide has provided you with the knowledge and inspiration to start your spinach cultivation journey. Remember, every small step for your garden is a giant leap for the journey towards a greener, more sustainable planet. Emanate that change and witness the huge impact it sets in motion. Your spinach garden can become a sanctuary for you, a place where you can find peace and satisfaction, and create a bond with the natural world. When your plants begin to yield their tender, dark green leaves, you'll feel a sense of achievement that no store-bought item can replicate. As you progress on this journey, remember that failure is a crucial part of the learning process. There might be moments when your plants don't grow as expected, but these experiences only make the eventual success sweeter. Embrace them as pivotal to your growth as a gardener. And while you're fostering your spinach plants, don't forget to appreciate their inherent beauty. From the soft, rounded leaves to the graceful way they unfurl each morning, there is much to love about these humble plants. Beauty truly does lie in the eye of the beholder. Gardening is much more than a mere physical exercise or an environment for instilling virtuous values. It is a compositional art form. It balances the living elements, the tender greens, and the petite blooms, with the structural elements like pathways and edge perimeters, creating a melodious symphony of nature. Finally, always remember that gardening, at its core, is a celebration of life. It connects us to the cycles of nature, reminding us of our ancient kinship with the earth. Ponder on this sentiment as you immerse yourself in the ever-evolving narrative of your home spinach garden. Your role as a home gardener transcends far beyond the parasol of your backyard. The values learned and shared can echo far and wide. By engaging in the intricacies of growing spinach, you embark on a journey that sprouts greater awareness, inspiring change within you and around you. Humanity's relationship with food and nature is ever-changing, intricately tied to prevailing economics, geopolitical shifts, and societal norms. Amidst these complexities, reclaiming the simple act and genuine love for nurturing and growing spinach in your home garden unfurls a distinctive connection with nature. As the saying goes, teach a man to grow spinach, and he'll feed his family. Such is the profound impact of cultivating food in your home garden. It engraves a sense of tangible responsibility, elevating one from a mere consumer to an active contributor in creating sustainable, resilient food systems. Continue to enrich your journey as a home gardener, always willing to learn, share, and grow. Remember, every spinach plant in your garden has a story to tell, a story of resilience, connection, and growth. As you listen to these stories, you'll find you're not just growing spinach, but growing as a person as well. It is vital that we recognize the ripple effects of our actions, no matter how small they may seem. Every leafy, green spinach plant you cultivate at home is not just an act of personal benefit, but also a symbol of the vital shift towards sustainable living that our planet needs. Gardening, in essence, is a sequela of interaction with nature. It is the individual's opportunity to play a crucial role in mitigating the impacts of today's global challenges. While the practice of growing spinach in the confines of our homes may seem an insignificant act, let's always remember that collectively, small acts make big changes. In the journey of life, every step counts. Similarly, in the journey of growing spinach at home, every seed sown, every leaf harvested, and every piece of knowledge gained is a step forward, building a stronger, healthier, and more sustainable future, one spinach plant at a time. Thank you for taking the time to embark on this journey with us. Grow your spinach with care, tenderness, and gratitude, for no matter how fearful the future may seem, there is always hope in the simple act of growing our food. Let this spinach growing at home be the beginning of a beautiful liaison between you and nature.